recently came back from a trip to the States, and while we were there, I ordered a new phone. It was a Google Pixel. So I brought it back to Ecuador and got my SIM card installed in. I had to go to Claro to get that done. And what happened was a day or so later, I got a message from Claro saying that my phone will be deactivated because it wasn't registered in the country. So I was a little confused. They left the link and I was kind of confused about it. So I contacted Claro through their chatbot. And eventually they told me that I would need to go through the homologation process for my cell phone because it hadn't been registered in the country yet as a certified device to be able to use. They sent me a link to the government website where I could complete this process. Now, this is the website you're greeted with when you try to do this process. I'll have the link for the website in the description, but it's archotel.gov.ec. The page you see here has been translated to English, but just know it will show up in Spanish, and if you're not fluent in Spanish, you will have to translate it. First, you need to go to your legal cell phone. Then select the link with the cell phone with a check mark in it. This page has 3 links: the homologation application, a video about the homologation process, and a tutorial. The tutorial is in PDF format, and it's in Spanish, so you'll spend a lot of time trying to translate it, as well as the video. It's also in Spanish, so if you don't understand Spanish very well, the video isn't very helpful. Now, something very important to note here, if the message appears that says equipment in the process of homologation, that means that someone else is already trying to register the same phone or a cell phone company. So I went through this process, and for my particular phone, which did recently come out, either I'm the very first person in the country to try to register this phone, or I made a terrible mistake in the registration and they're not recognizing it as the phone that I put in as. So we'll have to see about that when it's done. But what all that means is that one person can have the phone registered, and it will work for everyone in the country who tries to use that phone. So once the government has it, it's a done deal. Only one person or one entity has to actually do it. So you will have to register with the government website to be able to try to do the homologation process for your device. You're going to have to go through the check-in process, and it's going to ask you if you're a natural citizen or a legal citizen. And depending on which one is correct, that's what you're going to select, because you have to use your cedula number. That's another thing. You're going to need a cedula to do this process. Once you've completed the entire sign-up process, you can go back and log in with your information. It's going to be your cedula number and whatever password you create. So for the most part, I think I'm pretty tech savvy and able to follow instructions, but this process is a bit convoluted and complicated. So you're going to see a couple links here. Once you put in your information, this is the second step of the process. You don't have to worry about any of this, because if you're here, then your phone is already not registered. If you're registering a cell phone or tablet, you have to select this option. There's no other choice. Here you'll have to enter the IMEI number and the make and model of the phone. IMEI can be located several different ways on any cell phone. Now, once you've entered this information, this is where this process can get a bit confusing. You have to go into the About section of your phone and find some very specific information. Now, I purchased my phone in the States, so the information I'm going to be giving is specifically for a United States registered phone. So you'll have to find the FCC ID in your phone. You'll then have to go to the FCC website and enter that number along with the model of the phone. This will bring up an entire list of testing and all kinds of other documents related to your device. This is what the government in Ecuador actually needs to register your device. And they're really specific about what they need, but some of the information is pretty old from what I can tell. What they're looking for doesn't actually match what I was able to find for this particular phone. So I'm hoping I did this process right, honestly. Now, like I was saying, once you get to this level of the application, you're gonna have to upload some very specific documents. And I can't tell you where to find them for every phone, but you will have to dig and you will have to get the exact specs for your phone. You may have to go to the manufacturer's website. You're gonna have to download a few documents from the FCC. And it's like I said, it's really specific and kind of convoluted and hard to understand. So once you get all those files uploaded, you can complete your application. And if I remember correctly, those files have to be uploaded as PDFs. It may not be totally true, but just in case, the safe way to do it is to save any file that you have to download as a PDF and then upload it. This process took me quite a while to finish. Once you're actually done, you're going to get an email from the government agency saying that you get a number, a case number or whatever, and they say that it can take like 16 business days, which is 16 is a weird number, but anyway, it says 16 business days for it to go through, and they'll let you know if it does or if it doesn't. I also went to Claro to find out that if it is approved, will I need to come to them to do anything? But they basically told me, no, once it's approved, your phone will be fine. Because in the initial message, they told me I had 30 days to get this squared away, or my phone wouldn't be able to work here in the country with a SIM card. So yeah, I hope that helps anybody that gets the same issue. And let me know how it worked out for you later.